Okay, like one thing I always say, like alphas and sigmas, both of them are necessary. Now, I normally get along with alphas. Alphas, they're good, like for management and things like that because they gotta balance a lot of mental acuity, I guess you can say, of others throughout their day. They got to remember who said what about this and all that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, taskmasters, enforcing the rules, things like that. Those are things I don't like. I feel like those are things that age me having to govern other grown folks, as a Sigma female myself. Sigmas, we're more like coaches. We're the kind of people that, we lead the people who want to be led. Like it's better, like for me, like I prefer to coach a team, but I'm not excited about being a supervisor. Like a supervisor, managerial, that's like a taskmaster, making sure everyone stays on task and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's not something I like. Alphas like me because they know, like, okay, she has the leadership capabilities, even though she doesn't step into the role. So that being said, I can tell her what needs to be done and I don't have to lord over her to make sure it gets done. That's why they end up liking me. I like them because of the fact that, the good ones, especially the seasoned ones, what I'm saying? They know their stuff and they don't get jealous of their workers. They're proud of their workers. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. But I guess it must be beta females. I don't know. It's like some in between females, like they want to be an alpha. But one thing about alphas and sigmas is we have that it factor. Both of us have it. You know what I'm saying? Just, one is more willing to be a taskmaster. Like, to me, that's daunting. For me, I'm more like, if you came to do what you're supposed to do, you only just need some organization or direction. Now, that's the type of leadership I prefer. You understand? Well, I guess you could say leading by example or what have you, you know what I'm saying? But I like those who came to do what they're supposed to do. I don't like enforcing rules to make people do what they're supposed to do. You see what I'm saying? So it takes a special type of mentality, and I respect that. Now just because you have, authority doesn't make you an alpha. You see what I'm saying?